What is up, everybody? I'm Courtney.
I was jamming to that. Oh, I'm Sean.
We are Hill City Paranormal.
We late.
I apologize. We were experiencing technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
And this stupid thing would not
I got my mic.
Log on. But we're here. Hi,
Ronnie. What's up, brother man?
Yes.
My brother. What's up?
Yes.
Sorry we late, though.
Bedford Paranormal.
Shout out Bedford Paranormal.
Hey, Paul.
What's up, Paul? Oh, I didn't know you had a team, Paul.
Yeah. You like
now, it's going to take me a minute to get used to saying that, but shout out NC. I'm sure that stands
North
for North
Carolina Coastal Plain.
North Carolina, come on and raise up. Take your shirt off. Twist it around your hand. Spin it like a helicopter. Yeah.
Yes, Ronnie.
North Carolina Coastal Plain.
We're fashionably late this time.
Yeah, Ronnie. We're late, man. Look, what really happened, I'll tell y'all the truth. Courtney was on the toilet for like 4 hours.
No, I was not.
The biggest deuce ever was dropped in this house.
Hey, Rhonda. Look, you actually are on time.
You on time. We were late.
We were late.
Courtney's fault.
We had some technical difficulties, so we just went live.
I've been sitting in this office for like 20 minutes waiting on Courtney.
Nobody in this room believes you.
I was on time. I was on time.
Okay, 4 of you. Cool. Hey, James.
Mr. Brady. What's up, sir? Good to see you.
Embarrassing. Ronnie, I was pimping out Enigma Cons today.
Yes.
I believe
we've been talking about it.
I believe a couple people purchased tickets. Not listening to you. Nobody believes you.
I spray the air freshener. Don't nobody go to the bathroom for about 35, 45 minutes.
Nobody believes you. This is not true.
Oh my God, she left a floater.
Hey, Alan.
Who we miss? Alan.
All right. Well, everybody's on time.
Everybody's on time. But shout out again, the leader of Bedford Paranormal's in the house. The man himself, Mr. Alan May. I miss Alan. You know, last time I seen Alan, we had a great conversation. Alan, I heard that you're into some of this here. Some of that, a little bit of that. So we got something new to talk about next time I see you, brother.
Yep, the boss.
Yeah, I heard we got something new to talk about. A little bird flew in my ear and kind of mentioned that, you know, we might have a new conversation to talk about here.
So what are we talking about tonight?
We got a lot to talk about tonight.
We do have a lot to talk about.
I got a lot of questions.
Becky's here. Yeah, where's Daryl?
Yeah, Becky, where is Daryl?
That's your husband.
Is Daryl late tonight to the show?
I've said it before. There's the only woman who knows where her husband is for sure is a widow.
So were we actually on time tonight since everybody else is late?
Hey, Lois. Yeah.
Lois, we miss you, darling. How are you?
Tweet.
How the hell are you?
Hey, Paige.
Hey, Paige. What's up, girl? So are we actually on time then?
I guess technically, yeah.
Technically. Maybe so. So I got questions, y'all. I got questions. Since all of our paranormal friends, well, not all of our paranormal friends, most of our paranormal friends are here. Got a question. Something happened this weekend.
Probably.
Yeah, Daryl, you on timeout.
Becky, unhand him.
Shonda.
Hi, Shonda.
Part of our Fredericksburg Paranormal group is here. What's up, Shonda? Miss you too. Been a while. But yeah.
Yeah, that's what a kidnapper would say.
Him downstairs.
You have him tied up in the basement.
Something happened. Well, a lot of things happened this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm going to cover.
Yes.
Happy Mardi Gras. I should have had my beads on, but you know we need more cameras for beads.
Oh my God. Becky, let him out.
He's out. The man is free. Another part of Bedford Paranormal and the man himself from Clover Hill Village. Hell of a location, by the way.
Daryl, blink if you're in danger. Oh!
How's he gonna blink if he's not okay? Oh, Mama made it. Are you back from Baltimore yet, Mom? Did you make it safe? Did you spend all your money in the casino this weekend? We want to know.
My question is, when are you investigating outside on a windy day? Do you feel it affects your results? Absolutely. I cannot take.
It depends on what you're doing, though.
An EVP on a windy day.
EVP depends on what you're doing. I feel like, you know, When will it affect it? If it doesn't affect your equipment, depends on what you're using. Recorder, absolutely. If you're trying to get EVPs on a windy day, well, recording video, anything audio, yeah, absolutely. But EVP could, yeah.
Daryl bit through his ropes.
Oh, Mom's on the phone. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Mom. Well, I appreciate your dedication for stopping by. So, quick question for my veteran fellow investigators here. We were working on a case this weekend, and we were in someone's home.
Now it's a widget.
Them widgets.
I thought it was a wedgie.
Wiggies. Oh.
Wiggy. What's a wiggy?
Those of y'all who play Xbox, my name is Wiggy on there.
Look,
people getting mad at me and screaming Wiggy.
Y'all, true story before he gets serious paranormal. So he loves the word wiggy so much that his gamer tag is Wiggy Wiggy. And then I was in a drive-thru one day, like a year or two ago, and I was like, "What do you want to eat?" And he was like, "A wiggy." And I was like, "What?
What is a wiggy in Sean Elliott language?"
A chicken sandwich.
So whenever you want a chicken sandwich, you say you want a wiggy.
You got y'all.
Wiggy. Yeah, that's my name on. If y'all are Xbox players, if you're a nerd like me and play video games,
Wiggy.
My name is Wiggy.
So if a wiggy is a chicken sandwich, technically your gamer tag is chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich. Chicken. Cluck. Yeah. But yeah, so question, y'all. We were doing a case. We were working on a case this weekend in a residence. We were with Ryan Jones and Ed Odell. John Sullivan, shout out FPRI, the man, the myth, the legend, the leader is here. Question, y'all. And of course, the EVP master's in the house, Mr. Sullivan. He might be able to answer this too. So y'all listen up. I really want y'all's thoughts and theories on this. This is a paranormal show. We're going to keep it paranormal tonight.
Wiggy.
Well, we might get off subject a little bit. Y'all know us. We get
Daryl loves him some chicken.
Me too, believe it or not. We just might be related, sir. All right.
You both are bald.
We were doing an EVP session. There were what, 4 of us in the room?
Yeah.
Five of us in the room.
4 on our team and the homeowner.
We were doing an EVP session. There were 3 recorders out and 1 video camera. And we all, 4 of us heard a voice. 1 of us did not. Audible voice with our ear. As Ronnie would say, we heard it with our own 2 ears. All right. So we heard a voice say, "Hello." That's literally how it sounded. No kidding. No bullshit. It was,
oh, God. You got a whole family.
all right. We all just related. We all, what up, cuz? All right. So we all audibly heard the voice say, "Hello." That's literally how it sounded. It's a little bit deeper than that. Hello. All right. All of us heard except one person. That was the homeowner. So I got excited. I'm hitting play on my record. I just know I caught it because it was loud. It was just as loud as if one of us in the room said it. Didn't catch it on the recorder. I got even more excited. I was like, cool. I know that camera heard it because we all heard it. We all looked at each other. So I go run the tape back. I'm excited when I get home. First thing I do, I didn't rest. I didn't sleep. I get on the computer, hook the camera up, waiting for it. You see Howie look up and go. You see Ryan Jones look up, start looking around. You see Courtney kind of look around. You see me go, y'all hear that? Camera doesn't pick it up. Can somebody explain? We talked about frequency with EVP. We talked about why some recorders pick up and some don't. Y'all gave me some great theories on that. Tell me why our ears heard it this time. Ryan Jones is in the room. What's up, Mr. Jones? Yes, that was weird as shit. It was. Tell Ryan, I watched the tape. You can see us all on camera look up and talk about us hearing it. There's a whole conversation. The homeowner says, y'all must have supersonic hearing because I don't hear anything. All right.
And for those that are wondering, when Sean said we had 3 different recorders, so we tried a theory. Sean was using his DR60. I was using the brand new, less than 3-month-old Samsung S25. And Ryan Jones was using an iPhone, and then Sean's camera was
I'm using the Phasm cam.
Phasm cam. So we have 4 different devices, recording devices going. The camera was sitting back. I don't know why that didn't pop. What? Oh my God. It was clear as day. Where was the camera sitting? John said. The camera was sitting back
About 5 feet
behind us. Sean was just in front of the camera. I was sitting at the top of the stairs, and Ryan was sitting like to the side of me, like hanging his legs over the side of the chair or the stairs. It was an attic, for those that are wondering. So I could paint a picture. You walk up a flight of stairs and then a flat attic landing. I sat at the top of the stairs. Ryan was sitting to the side. Sean was on this side. Camera was just behind Sean. No, Ronnie, not one single device picked it up. Ryan was using an iPhone 15. I was using a Samsung S25. Sean had a Phasm cam and a DR60. All 4 devices going at the same time. Nothing picked up.
James Bray said it's not unusual. But I'm curious, what is y'all's theory on that?
Now, Alan, that's interesting.
I replayed it on the location right after the session and heard it, marked it.
And then played it back at home, and there was nothing there.
I've had that happen before. I've even had videos that I've watched at home and go back to look for it later, and they're nowhere on my computer or hard drive.
James said that happened to him too.
What's up, Lost Souls? Emily, Chris, Lost Souls.
What were we smoking? Nothing.
We were smoking that Snoop Doggy Dog. Mm-hmm. We were sea walking. No, we weren't smoking anything. Vaping. But, you know, that's a...
It was too cold to even do that. We weren't even vaping.
Yeah, it was too cold. We weren't vaping at night. Mm-mm. But seriously,
we tried to go outside one time, came quickly back in.
Yeah, curious. I'm curious.
That's like, look at pictures and nothing is there and go home and relook and you see shadow figures. I have actually done that. So I think I talked on our last podcast about how I used my professional photography camera in raw images, didn't see anything with the playback on the camera itself, came home, uploaded, converted to JPEG, and bam, shadow figure. I've also done the opposite. Like, I've actually converted a file to a raw image, and bam, there's something I can't explain in the picture. I have not had much luck recording disembodied voices. Rugby Village, we had a get out, listened back, heard it on the recording, got home, it was gone. Yeah.
So what is y'all's theory on that? Why is it that we're getting voices recorded on EVP and they're disappearing, or videos disappearing?
Ooh, that's
or we're hearing audible. I believe it's photos in the making. But why are things we're hearing audible and not picking up on recording? Now I know there's a theory with frequency. Is there things that are not meant to be recorded? Could that be paranormal power, so to speak? paranormal power. Could that be a trick? Could we all be experiencing pareidolia at the same time, possibly? Or
I don't think that's possible. I'm gonna argue that theory. I not think that
I'm
4
just throwing
people.
It out there.
I know. I'm just saying. I don't think that 4 people can all be experiencing pareidolia at the same exact time.
I wish I had clipped it.
It is a good question.
I wish I had clipped it and saved it so we could show it. But you see all of us react at the same time.
Alan said, "Do you think they can manipulate the recordings?" I do.
I think so. I think either that they can manipulate the recording, or it's one of those things where it's what's meant to be and meant not to be. But again, I would love to hear y'all's theory on that, because it was kind of like the cannon situation we had. You know, when we heard the cannon fire. Some people say it was musket. To me, it sounded more like a cannon. When we heard the cannon fire in Gettysburg, John Sullivan texted me immediately My daughter looked at me immediately and said, "Dad, you hear that?" Courtney did not hear it, and Emily did not hear it. So, I mean, is it one of those things where are they able to manipulate who hears what in their world? Is it some things aren't meant to be heard by certain people? What's going on? Because I was hearing voices in that particular corner the entire night. Howie, Ed Odell, Dr. Odell is in the house. Shout out ASPS. And I didn't shout out the freaking awesome paranormal show when Ryan came in.
That's
so I apologize for that. Riff Nation Network.
Awesome. 9 o'clock. Tune in live. Facebook. Riff Nation.
I'm sorry. I'm slacking here, but my mind was actually really.
Hey, Andrea.
Andrea Spence,
long time no see.
One of the best singers I know is in the room.
I would say it was using the camera to talk. It caused it not to work properly.
Interesting theory.
That is an interesting theory.
Interesting. I don't know
either. That's the cool part, guys. We do this because we don't know. Like, we have no idea. That's why we continue to drive ourselves insane by doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. We keep going to these locations.
Well, we don't know what to expect.
We don't know what to expect. We sit, we stare at walls and talk to them and hope that a wall talks back. In this case, the wall talked back. Is it up to what they want us to hear, or is it us individually? I think it's a good mixture of both on that, Ronnie, to be real honest with you. And the reason is because I went through, going back on Sean's story about the phantom cannon fire in Gettysburg. I went through all of the factors trying to figure out why everybody around me heard it and I did not. We were all standing within feet of each other, like half a foot, whatever. Sean and I were getting into the vehicle. So he was getting in the passenger side. I was getting in the driver's side. Nia was getting in the back seat behind the driver's side. So technically Nia was furthest away. If she heard it, I should have, by theory, heard that, being that I was in the cross of that, right? So you got to take into several accounts. I was extremely exhausted, like falling asleep on the Saks Bridge. Done. Tapped out. It was 5 a.m.
Getting old.
Checkout was 11 a.m. I, looked at my clock. I'm like, I've got X amount of hours I can sleep before I have to check out and hit the road and drive 4 hours home. So was me being tired and maybe a little grumpy? A lot grumpy? Have something to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Then we played in the factor of the two people that did not hear it were the only two females there with dark colored hair. I thought that was a little interesting. So these are the things that we take into account whenever we take a case, whenever we go into a haunted location. We take into account all the environmental factors. Ronnie, I'm going to skip forward a little bit because Ronnie said, what if it wasn't fired from the driver's side of the car? I do not think it was fired from the driver's side of the car the way that everybody described the way it sounded, or was fired from the driver's side. Sorry. Okay. So everybody described it as...
We were all in different locations.
Right. And Emily from Lost Souls was down by the water off the bridge. Everyone else heard it. She didn't.
You, myself, and Nia were behind the...
Yeah, we were in the parking lot.
We were in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah, we were. You are right. We were behind the car loading gear.
Yeah, and I heard it clear as day. It was loud. That was probably the loudest cannon fire I ever heard. It was probably just as loud as the Civil War reenactments on the...
Could what you heard be subliminal? That's a good theory, too. Maybe it affected the energy that the cameras used. Also possible. But if they want to be heard, why would they manipulate it so you can't hear it later?
See, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it, Daryl. Like, if everyone in the room, we clearly heard it. I got it on camera, where everyone reacted at the exact same time. It'd be different. Maybe I would think I was, maybe I was tired or something. If it was just me, or just two people, but when four people hear it at the same time, react at the exact same moment, and we're all talking about it, and nothing catches it. Three cameras don't catch it. Three recordings don't catch it. That's weird.
And you know what? Thinking about this too, I'm looking at Shonda's comment. Shonda has dark hair. But Shonda, you heard the cannon fire. So maybe it was dark, long hair. I don't know. Those that know me know at 5 a.m. this is what my hair looks like. I don't care. But yes, so it did sound apparently like it was down creek where Emily was standing. So rightfully so, Emily should have heard it first, but didn't. Shonda did hear it. Yeah, I don't know. The human ear works better than a recorder that is a directional mic. Do the mics pick up a different frequency range? I believe so. And John said, I remember this. It was loud.
That was probably the loudest,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was loud.
Well, I'm saying, I heard it.
So bouncing back and forth.
I heard shit.
It was really loud. It was almost.
That's okay, Howie.
Yeah, Howie, you're good. We're kind of bouncing back and forth from the
voice within. Oh, the EVP that we took in the bedroom?
Yeah. So I was going to get to that. So the crazy part about, it was very loud, Emily. That the EVP the audible cannon fire from Gettysburg was very loud. So back to the case that we're talking about, where we all heard the voice. We heard that voice, but we caught several EVPs that night on recordings. What I'm curious about is, why were we able to catch so many EVPs on recording, but that one audible, several audible that we heard, I heard, but the one that everyone heard, we were not able to catch it. So why was it that we were able to catch some, but not all?
I mean, I don't know. I can't answer that. But the hello that we all audibly heard was almost like a hello, like if you walk into a room and you push a door open and you're trying to figure out if somebody's in the room. So it was like, hello, like if you go into a room, So I don't know. The other ones were direct responses. So maybe the hello was audible because they were just trying to figure out like who was in the room, like who's here with me. Maybe you kept saying that you were feeling a male presence tucked down in the corner of the attic, in the unfinished part, like near the insulation. Maybe that's, and for those that, to kind of pull you up to speed, the homeowner called us because there is something that's disrupting his actual everyday living in the attic. Noises, scratching, banging, voices, things like that. So that's, why we went out there to help him out. The hello came from the direction of where you said that you were getting a male presence in the corner. So maybe like the male presence is the resident ghost or spirit at this home. And then when we came in there, they were like, hello, who's here with me type deal.
I was just about to go there. We did establish there are animals that are residing in the attic. There are several animals in there. This gentleman has sent me several camera footage of different animals that live there. However, to be honest with you, when I went there, I expected it to just be animals up there that we would catch. However, when we got there and actually started the investigation, it was way more to it than just animals up there. So yes, there were squirrels that live up there. There are bats that live up there.
And Howie,
Howie discovered there's mice up there living up there.
Proceeded to belly crawl over to the structurally unsafe portion of the attic to discover mouse and its nest.
Yeah, so there are animals that live up there, but if I see an ant, I believe that at that point I'm getting up out of there. If I see a squirrel look at me and say hello in that tone of voice, I believe that's when my paranormal investigating days are over.
I think that's really when I might question if somebody slipped something in my vape.
Yeah, that's when somebody puts something in my tobacco or my vape that is out of it.
That would be cool to communicate with animals, though.
I wish. Hey, Dr. Dolittle was my movie, man.
Yeah,
I like that movie. But I am curious as to for it to be why were we all hearing audible voices? None got recorded, but the ones we couldn't hear, it picked up on the recorder.
I mean, Alan and Ronnie,
and the ones we couldn't hear picked up on multiple recorders. Ryan got some EVPs.
Yeah.
And the crazy part about that, going a little bit further and a little bit deeper, was Ryan would pick up EVPs that I didn't pick up, and I would pick up EVPs that Ryan didn't pick up.
Yeah, and I got jack shit.
And the homeowner picked up EVPs that none of us picked up. So, I mean...
And he was using... What kind of recorder was the homeowner using?
He was using his phone, and I think he has an iPhone as well.
iPhone. So, Samsung did not win this one.
Womp, womp, womp.
I know.
I'm still not getting an iPhone.
No.
I can't do it.
I can't figure it out.
Not doing it.
But Alan had a good point. Him and Ronnie were saying, it's also how the brain works. The brain can try to create something recognizable from unusual sounds and unclear photos. I believe it's an entity didn't know how to manipulate all devices. That's a good point. Shout out Central Virginia Paranormal Society. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, y'all. And that's a great point, y'all, put out there as well. That could be true too. Maybe the entities that we capture does not know how to manipulate our equipment. That's a
no, like they're saying they didn't know how to manipulate certain devices. So maybe they didn't know how to manipulate my Samsung in order to come through with an EVP.
So they just pick one.
So they use iPhone. The spirit uses an iPhone.
So they pick one and roll with that.
Yeah.
Hey,
or two.
I could dig it. I mean, that makes sense.
Maybe like Apple has a board or like a chip or something in it that's easier
circuit or something
for them to manipulate.
It could be, or it could be they say, look, this is what I'm focused on. This is what we're going to use. We're going to roll with that.
It makes sense.
It does make sense. Good point. Central Virginia, good point. I mean, everybody's making good points in here. I'm throwing this out there to you guys because I'm genuinely curious and do not have an answer. So I figured I would share it on the podcast tonight just to hear what all my friends think, because I have no idea. That's another good theory.
Maybe it takes too much energy or effort to manipulate all of the different devices.
The one thing I think we can all agree with is we actually really have no clue about the paranormal. We have no clue what goes on the other side. So I think all these theories are something that we can learn from when we're investigating and take with us when we go out there.
And only had the power to use X amount of devices. Yeah. Yeah, these spirits that we were helping this homeowner with this past weekend didn't seem as, and forgive me if I'm using the wrong terminology, but didn't seem as strong, I guess. I've been in a lot of locations and these ones kind of felt more, I said it multiple times, more residual. Just we learned some history of the property. And there's a lot of history where the house is built. I don't want to go into detail because we definitely, keep confidentiality a big thing,
This question goes to Ed, and I'm going to put it out there for everyone. Feel free to join in. Would things have been different if we tried to operate with the Tesla cord?
Possibly.
Just curious.
Possibly. But I'm with Ronnie on that. I feel like if the human ear can hear it, then the recorder should pick it up.
I kind of feel that as well.
And yes, we did have a conversation about having too much equipment.
This investigation, we kind of went light.
Yeah.
We went pretty light on this one.
When we take on residentials, which we don't take on very many, but when we do, we always go in just to try to like establish a baseline first. If we're able to help the homeowner, then, you know, we did our job and we call it a day. And there are other times where we may have to go back for a second, third time. At that point, you know, we know what we took the first time. We'll take different equipment, more equipment, try different theories and techniques and things like that. So, you know, if we ever go back, I definitely would operate probably with the Tesla coil.
Yeah, I think Tesla
Hey, Denise.
Denise.
Shout out.
Welcome.
Paranormal Pride Radio.
They're awesome, by the way. If y'all haven't watched their shows, please check them out.
We were new. Great. The energy was different. Perhaps it was never given the chance to try and use the energy as such. And there's never been any equipment that they're able to manipulate. All they've been doing is banging around and scratching. We do still need to ask if a recorder would erase itself.
That's a good question. I've seen that pop up more in conversations amongst investigators.
Howie said yes.
Here lately.
Sean got me addicted to EVP sessions. I enjoy them. Well, we have John Sullivan to blame for that.
Yeah.
Because John Sullivan got Sean addicted to EVP sessions.
And then Ryan Jones.
And then Sean got you addicted, and now I'm addicted.
Yeah.
What hit you in the face?
What hit me in the face?
Yeah. What hit you in the face?
Shut up. Nothing.
Nobody got that.
Yeah. I caught on to it. I got my grandmother with that.
That is so wrong. How we got it? Was it a new entity? It was a new to us location. I'm not sure. Ronnie got it.
I got my grandmother with that, Ronnie.
We did. It's bad.
But yeah, I'm terrible. But how, you know, I will put it out there just to, you know, throw it out there. When we do a case, a home, private residence, whatever the proper terminology is, it's not the same as if we were to go to like a location, like we're paying to go, pay to play type thing. We don't go in there and set up a bunch of equipment and see what works type situation. When we do that, a case, we're literally we're going in there actually trying to validate what the homeowner is talking about, what they're saying. First, our main priority is to help and assist. And the biggest thing that we try to do, I don't know how everyone else works. I don't know. And I don't even know if we're doing it the correct way.
Is there a correct way to paranormal investigate?
I'm throwing it out there because I'm sure there's a few people, one or two, that'll sit back and say, oh, they're doing that all wrong. But so I'm just saying a lot of what we do is we go in there and we try to debunk everything. We try to go in there to not do it rude or be mean, but we go in there and try to, if the homeowner is saying that he's hearing loud screaming or banging in the middle of the night, we're trying to see if there's what's causing these noises or banging or screaming in the middle of the night.
Correct.
So that's the biggest thing that we're trying to do. We're not going there setting up a bunch of equipment and trying to investigate. What we're trying to do is validate. We're trying to figure out what's going on, what's actually happening, what's going on in the home. And if a homeowner is telling me that things are going on in their attic or their bedroom or their basement, we're going to go to the basement. We're going to figure out what it is. We're going to try to recreate everything that the homeowner is talking about. So when we went to this location, we listened to every story that the homeowner had, and we tried to recreate everything that happened initially. And then we started off with EVPs to try to communicate or see if something would come through. And immediately on the first EVP session, we got a name. And the name that came through was directly related to the homeowner and directly related to a situation that the homeowner had just happened to him. So it was everything that we did went right along with everything that went on without the homeowner leading us. So that's how we go with our investigation.
Yeah, our number one priority, if and when, and I throw that out there, if and when, okay, we do decide to take on a residential case. We don't take them all. We are very cautious taking residential cases, to be real honest with you, because I am not qualified to diagnose mental health. Do I work in the mental health field? Yeah, I do. But I in no way, shape, or form am a psychiatrist or a psychologist. So, some of the time you have to weed that stuff out, and that's just the crude reality. In this particular instance, this gentleman reached out to us, said that a total of 10 other teams had failed him. And, he said, I'm desperate. And you could hear the desperation in his voice. This man's not sleeping at night. So our number one priority in going into this case in particular was comfort. Just to let you know, hey, we're here and we don't think you're crazy. Because he kept saying, I know everybody thinks I'm crazy. No, we don't think you're crazy. We're all crazy. We're sitting here and we're talking to something we can't see. So technically, by definition, we're all nuts. So, our number one priority in taking residential cases, guys, is comfort to the homeowner, just to let them know. It's in any aspect of life. I mean, if you're having a bad day because of a certain situation, or you're in a bad mood because of a certain situation, it almost helps to know that somebody else experienced that situation too. So you're not alone. So that's definitely number one priority. And then, like Sean said, we go in there and we try to debunk what we can. Howie was with us. He had several theories about if a toilet flushes downstairs, does it make noise upstairs? When the HVAC system cuts on upstairs, what kind of noise does it make? We were fortunate enough to be able to recreate the toilet flushing situation, and we were fortunate enough to have the heat cut on while we were there. So we were able to debunk some noises, not all, and we can't explain the EVPs. So that was definitely pretty neat. But the best part about it at the end of the day is getting that message when you're on the way home saying, thank you so much. I actually got a good night's sleep last night, for the first night in I don't know how long.
Well, I kind of want to elaborate more as a paranormal team helping people with a personal case. It's more than just that. We do a lot more than that. I've talked with this homeowner on several occasions before I even met him, and I've talked to him since we've left. And also just in the field alone, helping people and what can you do for the community? We host at a location, not just to make money, but to help the location preserve history, and also to give people who want to get in the field of paranormal investigating a chance and a location to go to investigate. When we first started, we didn't even know there was a place to go to do that. So that's the main reason why we even do it. So being an investigator, if you having a location to host that, is more to it than just a money grab or a popularity gain or whatever your reason is. It's helping the field itself grow. But let's get to what's up, Crystal?
Hey, Robert White.
Ronnie had something that he had said.
I'm going to go back. I'm saying hi to everybody. Tyler Darnell, the haunted photographer
and FPI member. What's up?
Ronnie said, honestly, do we help? Just telling them it's haunted. If haunted, is that helping? The liability of doing private cases now, it's hard for us to do any of those cases anymore.
So that's a really good point. In this particular case, the homeowner, all he wanted was confirmation. He wanted confirmation that he wasn't going crazy, and that was his house actually haunted, or was it just him being paranoid? So in this case, I would say according to him, we were able to help confirm that he had some things going on that was not just a HVAC system or a toilet flush, and that he had a little bit more activity going on. Do we help? It just depends on what the homeowner is looking for. If he called us and said, hey, I need you to cast all these spirits out of here, and there's a demon that's lifting me up at night in my sleep, I would tell them that I can't help you. I will try to make some phone calls and reach out to people who can, because we don't have that ability to cast demons out and cast spirits out of your house. We don't have that ability. But if his comfort was someone to talk to, someone to get advice from, and to verify some of his thoughts, and to come up there and investigate and possibly verify what he was thinking, if that's what I can do to help you, then that's what we can do. And going to people's house is a liability. It's a big liability, but it was about 3 months of conversation and talk before we made it to his house, or for anybody's house that we've been to. To be honest with you, I worked in the mental health field for a long time now. I don't even want to put a time frame on it because it'll show my age mainly. But I can
lots of mental preparation.
Yeah, I can talk to people for a while and get a good idea if it's a case I want to take. There's cases I've turned down, many of them. I can usually get a general sense of talking to people where they're coming from. I've been wrong. I've been fooled before. I've been tricked before. So I'm not saying I'm great or I'm perfect. However, there is an extensive amount of communication that goes into whether we decided that we're going to take a case or not. That's just us. We don't take all of them. For a long time, we didn't take any for that very reason, Ronnie. So that's a very good point that you brought up as well.
So we're laughing to put some humor in this and take the seriousness. James had said automatic air fresheners scare the shit out of him on investigations. Crystal seconds that. And I'm going to second Crystal, because I could not tell you how many times I'll walk by and you hear, and you're just like, what the hell?
Yeah, that scares me.
It'll get you.
That scares me when I'm on the toilet in the bathroom.
Oh my God. How he's laughing at James. Ronnie, also the people who can't accept the fact if we don't get anything as far as private cases we have seen and heard it all.
Ronnie, you hit the nail on the head on that one. There are times where either A, your house or location just isn't haunted, or B, we don't keep, Courtney likes to say, we do not keep the spirits in a jar. We cannot release them and make them do parlor tricks. Sometimes
I've tried.
They just won't interact or don't interact, or they're simply just not there at that time. Not saying it's not haunted, or sometimes they're just not active at that time. We can't force them to communicate or force them to do anything.
Well, I explained to everybody too. I mean, they are, I guess, people. They're just dead people now. But I mean,
were they?
Like, I don't know. But I mean, like, I literally reference and deal with spirits as though I would. I don't like everybody. I'm not going to talk to everybody. Maybe they just don't freaking like you. Maybe they're like, who is this bitch walking in the room? Like, no, I'm not speaking to her. So, you know, we deal with that at a lot of places. Howie's favorite thing to say recently is, well, the spirit seemed to like to talk to Courtney. They talk to everybody, but they talk to most everybody or whatever, if you know what to say or they like your energy. I think, you know, you're onto something with that, with energy. I really feel like they're a lot like us. You know, I don't speak to everybody. I don't. Yes, we gave some spiritual resolution to the client, and that is, you know, worth it to me. James, I don't know whose profile pic you like. I'm assuming Howie's. I refuse the word haunted now. Yeah, I don't really like to use the word haunted. I don't. Active or non-active, it's a psychological point to say active or non-active takes the leading out of the client. That is true. They speak or use Courtney. I think it's because I don't know. I don't know why that is. It does seem like last couple investigations, they're just like, oh, Courtney's here.
It's because you talk to him like you're like.
No, I don't.
You didn't even know what I was going to say.
I know what you're about to say. No, I don't.
Because you talk like we touch my REM pod.
Okay. When's the last time?
Do you want to hold my hand?
When is the last time I used a REM pod?
Do you want to roll the ball?
Roll the ball?
My name's Courtney.
Done?
I'm your friend.
Now, I did say something at this residential that sounded like Boo Buddy, and I got on my own nerves.
You sound like Lois Griffin when you talk. Yeah, you want to talk to me? You do. That's how you talk when you're doing an investigation.
Sorry.
My name is Courtney.
Sorry, not all of us are loud as hell, and we could hear you from an entire 20,000 square foot building away.
I'm black, man. Black people are loud.
Oh my God.
Stacey
got kicked out of the OR at Trevette Clinic. We have a ghost magnet on our team. Oh, she was sad. We don't like sad people. Attitude in life, follow to the other side. I agree with that. Crystal. Oh yeah, Crystal's pick is fire. Crystal, your profile pic is fire. Tyler, don't co-sign this, okay?
Tyler's heard you. Tyler, you want to touch my rim pod?
They talk to me because I'm more open to them. She got all right. Howie's got my back, okay, but she got results Saturday night. They got my tricord to respond.
I'll admit it. Courtney does get results.
It's about
you
results.
Do. You get results. My hat's off. Hey, my hat's off to you.
Re-sluts. Howie said I'm getting re-sluts.
Hey, sluts are good.
Re-sluts.
Hey, sluts are good. They're not always a
Emily,
bad thing.
no, you're not going to co-sign this. You're supposed to have my back.
Emily's heard you.
Emily investigates like I do.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, Emily. You're about to be the next spirit you're trying to communicate with.
Hey, if you tell me to touch the REM pod, I'm gonna look at it and just be like, I ain't touching that. That's an EVP you're going to get. I ain't touching that.
That is the last piece of equipment I would pull out if I was trying to communicate with you.
I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw that across the room.
Daryl, you can't talk about the doghouse. We had to beg Becky to let you out to play on the podcast. Sorry, laughing ass off results. No more re-sluts. I'm so sad. Sounding more like Ginger from Shrek. Hi, Brian.
Mr. Elder's in the house. That's a bad dude on the guitar if y'all haven't heard Mr. Elder.
Tyler, he ain't got no sense. Don't encourage this behavior.
Tyler knows. Want to touch my rim pie?
Shut up.
I heard you all the way in the mansion from the caretaker's house.
Oh, no. When I did my solo in the attic on Saturday.
They heard you all the way.
No, I heard you all the way outside. I didn't hear Ryan. Didn't hear Howie. Didn't hear the homeowner. I heard you. And Emily said you scream like a girl. Now.
Y'all never heard me scream. When have y'all heard me scream during an investigation?
Oh, my God. It's a bomb.
When have y'all heard me scream? I've never screamed.
When we were outside and the UFO flew by or whatever it was. What the fuck was that? Ah! That was a horrible Sean impression.
I did not sound like that.
Would love to hear that. I'm not touching that. Oh, yes, that's what I would hear. See, Emily said at the bridge outside.
I forgot about that.
Oh my God. Ah!
I didn't scream like that, dog.
Yes, you did. Oh my God.
Here's how I said it.
I'm calling Chuck. I'm calling Carrie. I'm calling Emily. And I'm calling Chris.
I didn't scream. I went,
You had witnesses.
What is that up there in the sky?
Oh my God.
What is that?
Just the black guy. Yeah, leave it to the black guy to scream.
Hey, I was like, what is that?
No.
Y'all know black people are loud. We're loud.
No.
I was like, what is that up there in the sky right there flying around like it? That's what I said. I didn't scream.
You yelled so loud, I jumped. My back was to you, and you yelled, yo, what the fuck was that?
You mean when
I jumped up. Oh my God. And you said, ah!
I did not scream.
That was my Sean.
You remember when I scared my mom at the Moose Lodge?
Oh my God. We could hear you all the time. Like, even when we were at the Octagon Mansion with Emily, me and Emily would like laugh because we could hear you down 2 floors.
I do not talk loud. I talk in a tone to which you can hear me.
We're trying not to hear you.
Back to the comments.
Lord. We made everybody laugh before we got off. Of course, as usual, we're at each other's throat.
Because
it wouldn't be a podcast if it was.
That's how she talks in investigation. It wouldn't be a podcast.
I hate you.
It wouldn't be a podcast.
You get on my nerves.
Hi, Zuko. Come here. Give me a hug.
Come say hello to everybody. Come on.
Give me a hug, Zuko.
There you go, fat boy. All right. Why don't you take him on an investigation?
No, because he's going to pee on everything.
And snore. Lord. Well, guys, I don't believe we have a guest next week either. So you stuck with us yet again. We're going to come, though.
We're going to bring more guests on, I promise. The problem is I enjoy the public discussions. There are a lot of questions, and y'all give us some really good answers.
Yeah.
I promise you we'll start bringing guests back. I promise you.
Yeah.
We will. I do, but I enjoy these discussions. I feel like I don't get to talk to y'all as much. But we will bring them back, I promise.
Now, Saturday...
I know y'all missed the guests. We'll bring them back.
Saturday, you're going to be on a podcast with Terry from NSPS. What is it? Diverse Dimensions at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday.
Sunday.
Nope, Saturday.
I was going metal detect.
Well, you're not going to be metal detecting at 8 p.m. at night.
I might.
Oh, Lord. Anyway. So... Sean will share the link. I will share the link. You guys can tune in. It's definitely going to be an interesting podcast. I like being a listener, though, when you have podcasts that you're featured on. I like sitting in the other room and listening because I totally troll the comments.
I'm pretty quiet when I'm on other people's podcasts.
Thanks, Daryl.
Because I don't know. If
Better late than never.
I don't know if I should be myself or not. So I don't want to offend
Wouldn't
nobody.
be a haunting without a bit of biffo.
What is Biffo?
What is biffo? Oh,
is that an acronym?
Yeah, I need to know. Because I like that word, biffo. I feel like you can get your point across. Yes, Ronnie. I got you. Because I troll so bad in the comments when he's on podcasts.
Don't rally
I ask questions.
I don't want to offend nobody on nobody else's podcast.
Like, I will sit there in the comments as like an anonymous user and be like, so can you tell me how you feel about using a REM pod during an investigation?
Yeah. Then everybody's going to get mad at me. Y'all know how this paranormal field works.
Then he'll be talking about...
Everybody's going to disagree with me and be upset with me.
Then he'll
don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, then he'll be talking about using the DR60, and I'm going to be the first one in the comments like, bro, DR60s are trash.
I agree with you.
Suck.
I agree with you. I'll agree with you.
Howie's going to heckle you. Alan is going to heckle you. Everybody. Okay.
That's cool.
Didn't we do this? Yes, Ronnie. Yes, Ronnie.
Yeah, Ronnie.
I have two words for you. Friend request.
Look.
Denied.
Go ahead and give me a reason to piss everybody off.
Paige, watch my page. Ha, that's funny. I will post.
Go ahead and give me a reason to piss everybody off, make everybody mad at me.
We will. We will. We don't care.
I don't have any. I don't have any enemies that I know about yet. It'd be fun.
It is like impossible to be enemies with us, you guys. We are way too goofy and real.
Don't say that.
No, well, if you're an enemy, I don't care.
Don't say that.
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care.
That's what I'm saying.
If you want to be mad at me, that's fine. It's all good.
You got one too.
I'm just warning though. I like to fight.
Ronnie.
I like to fight. I am not fighting. I'd rather somebody fight me than make a status about me though. I will say that.
I would rather somebody pick up the phone and call me and be like, I can't stand you. You're a bitch.
Don't call me. I like old school. Meet me under the willow tree at 3:00. That's what I like. I like the old school.
Dig My Grave was a song for me.
Put your dukes up. That's what I like.
Did you just say put your dukes up?
That's what I want to hear.
See?
Put your dukes up.
Guys, we are going to let you go. Hop on over to the freaking Paranormal.
I love y'all, man. Thanks for tuning in.
Hop on over to the freaking Awesome Paranormal Show.
Yeah, I'm going over
9 p.m., the Riff Nation Network. Until next Tuesday, and we will be on time.
We'll be on because Courtney won't be dropping the deuce.
Embarrassing.
Holding up the
I'm Courtney.
I'm Sean.
We are Hill City Paranormal, and we will see you on the other side.
Love y'all.